Hello guys, it's me, Big Dave, and today we're doing another Raid Shadow Legends video, and specifically we're doing the queen of finishing faction wars and the queen of pretty much everything in this game, Lydia the Death Siren. I'll go over how I've built her, where I use her, what she's good for, and the reasons you need to push for her now. Okay? So we'll go over her kit, we'll go over where she's good, and let's get into it. So, okay, as you can probably see, I'll go over the kit first. So, we'll go over oppression first. So, it attacks one enemy, has a 100% chance when bucked. You need to buck this girl without any question. Of placing fear debuff for one turn, and then poison sensitivity also for one turn. I'll go over a last skill. So, basically, the bottom bit here, if fear, true fear, stun or freeze land on any of your allies, she'll throw fear on the person doing it. So if Tormin were to throw out a freeze and it were to land on everybody, or she'll use her A1 on every on Tormin straight across the board. If anybody else lays buff, she'll also hit them as well. She's for an A1, it's really overpowered, I think. So then we'll go into nullification. So this is where a lot of people use her in Clan Boss. I personally don't, because I built mine to last rather than do damage. Obviously for Clan Boss you'd have to build it for damage, but it attacks one enemy 2 times, 100% chance when booked of placing poison sensitivity. So that's the same skill as Frozen Banshee and Nama. The second hit has a 100% chance when booked of block buffs and active skills buffs for 2 turns. Basically, that means that if you partner her with a Frozen Banshee, with the extend on the A1, you can literally keep poison sensitivity up for the whole fight. And then all you would do then would lock Frozen Banshee out to an A1, and you could just keep hitting A1 over and over. Now, I personally feel she's wasted in Clan Boss. Like, I prefer other champs for that job, like Fane, because she does more poisons, Razin for decreased defense and weaken, because you've only got one boss. But this is why I think she's absolutely key for Doom Tower, especially in hard progression. She just is. She'll carry you. You build her right, build her tanky, build her fast. She'll carry you through most content within the Doom Tower with the right gear, obviously. So we'll go over what makes her, why everyone loves her. So Siren's Wail attacks all enemies, has a 100% chance when bucked of landing the big decreased defense, which is 60%, and the big weaken, which is 25 for 2 turns. Then she also places a strengthen debuff and an increased speed debuff. In arena, brilliant. Everywhere, brilliant. She'll give you that little bit extra if you need it. I know it's only 30%, but it's a lot. That little boost can make a complete difference in arena. That's why a lot of guys use her in arena on defense, because that lands, it'll boost your attackers up that little bit more to give you that extra advantage of going. So yeah, but obviously to do that you've got to have high accuracy, which I don't at the moment. I'll go over a passive just to make it simpler. She basically denies any revives, but obviously it's on a 9 turn unbooked, 7 turns booked. It basically means if somebody tries to revive and this is passive is active, she'll revive if anybody on our side is dead. So yeah. Comes in very, very clutch in Doom Tower, especially if you're trying to run, like if you run her with, say, a Seer, and Seer were to drop, and if you can then manage to kill somebody with, say, an Arbiter or a Duchess or somebody on that team, they res, you can then, that res will get blocked, and she'll res the Seer who's dropped. It's outstanding. Comes in, you can rely on it later on in Doom Tower. I prefer not to, but you can. If you know you're going to kill somebody and you know somebody's going to die, you can't do it that way. And obviously they come back with 50% HP and 50% turn meter, and then also grants an extra. Or if there's nobody dead, it'll let her gain an extra turn, which is also quite sweet. I didn't realize that, to be fair. Yeah, so yeah, OP in every way. She's definitely one of my favorite champs. I don't really use her in dungeons like I should, because I've got her built for Doom Tower. I intend to go a bit more attack based in dungeons to make the runs quicker, because I got her built with no output. She can output, you can get output on her, but I prefer to use her for Doom Tower because that's what I feel she's made for, and she's also made for a lot of clan boss teams as well. So I'll get into where I use her. So if I go into arena, if I can find a fight in here to pick on. Oh, I've only got. I'll just refresh so we can find a team that we can use her against. Yeah, let's try this one. This one looks good. So we won't run her in a go seg. We'll run her in the go first team. So yeah, we'll use this. This should do the trick. This should work. Unless the Golden Reaper's really fast, but we'll find out now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll take it off auto just to show you what she does. Oh yeah. That's not good. Damn. Well, we didn't win that one. The Reaper was faster. Huh. Yeah, need to pick a different fight from this one. Yeah, that wasn't good. Right, let's find another one. Let's try. Oh, damn! I knew I'd forgotten to do something. Right, I knew there was something wrong. Stripping too many champs. Right, now we should be able to defeat that. Let's do that again. There we go. It's all right. We'll steal the turn meter. Speed up. So what we'll do here, we'll use Siren's Wail, which is the decreased defense and increased speed. So that'll bring... So they won't be able to be cut in on because it'll boost Magnar's speed because he goes last. There we are. So we've got it everywhere. Going with Magnar's AoE. There we are. Simple. Yeah, my fault for taking gear off people, that is. So yeah, you can use it. I use her in a basic cleave, as you can see. You don't have to. You can use her in a go second where she leads off because she's got a 100%, 100 extra resist in arena. If you want to build a go second with her, which people do. But again, you would need resist across the board. More of a stall tactic, I think. You can use her on offense, but I prefer to use her on offense in a cleave. Because what you find is if somebody ends up using, say, a Duchess with Swift Parry, and Duchess tries to res, because that happens quite a lot, especially in Go 4, especially towards the top, you can then stop the res with Lydia, and then your guys get a boost, and then if you've got Arbiter, you can strip away well, it's probably gone by that point, the Unkillable, and then you can take Duchess out. That's how I intend to normally do it. That's why I run her. She's really good for Swift Parry teams because we all know that people do it with Duchess. So yeah, that's one way you can do it. She's also good if you want to try and build a sort of where you take out one champ and then an Arbiter's on that team and they res and then it reses the whole team. And because of the boost, you end up going first and then you normally win. She's very clutch. I think for arena she's amazing. But I don't really use her in arena apart from effectively just mopping up waves and using it as basically a decreased defense as a cleave. So yeah, I'll show you where else I use her. So if I go into, there we are. Oh, that's nice. So if I go into, I use her primarily in Doom Tower. So if I pick, what about this one? Any reses in here? No, only reses. Nope. Where are the reses? I don't know, pick. So I'll just run her through this one. So we'll take Stagnite out, put her in. So what you can do, like you can run her in this kind of comp, where because of her strength and her increased speed, if you're running, say, speed around the 180, 190 mark on your nukas or less, she'll boost them that bit extra for you, which means they get to go first. That comes in absolutely valuable. Oh, here we go. Should have realized there'd be a dwarf team in here. There you go. So as you can see, on the next wave she should use it again. Right. So big N Yeah. Oh, our big ones killed them anyway. All right. So yeah, I use her quite heavily in Doom Tower, especially on hard towards the top, because trying to auto the battles from about 100 up is very difficult because of the speeds. Very difficult with the comp I got because I don't want to see her. I intend to run more sort of crowd control and one DPS champ like Big Un. Visix is pretty good, Herndig, whichever I find uses best or affinities. I'm going to trying to build out Royal Huntsman as a second option, but I also use Magna. He does a job there too, so yeah. So yeah, the reason I've put out this video is because obviously you guys maybe or maybe not aware that the Shadow King faction will be dropping after the new year. Now, I've posted 2 videos on Faction Wars, how to complete, like it's Dwarf and probably the other one is off the top of my head. Dwarf and we have a quick check if I can remember which one it is. Let me go off here for a second. Right, floor selection, let's go off. I'm trying to remember which ones I've done. So I've done Orc, that's it, right? So I've done Dwarf and Orc. I do plan on getting more out there. Some of them I haven't got an auto team for, I won't lie to you. But if you need help, please leave a comment in the comment section or on my Discord, which I'll link below. Obviously, subscribe, hit the bell to get all that good stuff, because it really does help me out. Because we're building towards 100 subscribers. And then we're going to have a stream dedicated to that once we reach 100, hopefully. And then hopefully progression on from there. If there's any faction you need any help with, leave it in the comment section. I have done all of them. Some of them are harder than others. There's some that I'm building out now. Like I'm building out a Knights Rev team over the next couple of weeks once the Halloween fusion is gone. So I can build out Thylesia, because I got them ready, but I'm waiting for the fusion to come, so I don't have to use a lot of resources in order to do it. But I will be trying to do a Knights Rev that's a bit more friendly than the one I used, because the one I used took way too long. I think it took about 45 minutes. Yeah, so, but I do plan on getting more videos out. But if there's any way you're stuck, please leave a comment or ask me on Discord. I'll leave that link below. And I promise you, if you show me your champs, I can show you if you can do with the champs you've got. Because some of them are easier than others. Some are difficult. Some can be done with rares, genuinely. Some of them can actually be done with rares. It just comes down to gear then. But yeah, if there's any you need, please leave a link in the comments below. Again, I stream on Twitch on weekends, mostly on ×2s now. So I will be streaming this weekend for, what is it this weekend? What's it next weekend? Is it this weekend or next weekend? No, it's next weekend. It's ×10 this week, I think. I'll lose track, yeah. So next weekend I will, the weekend after, for ×2 voids. So yeah, leave a comment, leave a sub if you can, and that would be greatly appreciated. And it's Big Dave, out.